morning, everyone. Today, I am going to show you how to make the most amazing breakfast sandwich you will ever eat. It's how we're going to kick off the new year by kicking off our day. And I'm going to teach you how to put together the perfect breakfast. So there's three things you need at any breakfast, and those are protein, fiber, and fat. So I've got all of those things in our breakfast here today. We're going to make, like I said, a breakfast sandwich. And so first I'm going to take you through all of the ingredients. All right, we need a little bit of cooking spray, which is going to go into our wide mouth mug. Now this is how we get our egg sandwich to have an egg patty. You can use like a regular mug or even a glass. You're going to end up with a tall, wrinkly egg column rather than an egg patty, but you can always slice it down the middle and lay those side by side and it'll work just fine. But this wide mouth mug I purchased specifically to make breakfast sandwiches, and I've never regretted it. So next up, we've got our whole wheat English muffin. We've got a little handful of spinach, some hot sauce. This is a must for me. I like to use Tabasco, but obviously you can use any kind you want. We're going to use 2 eggs in our breakfast sandwich, a slice of cheese. And you're probably freaking out that I'm holding up a slice of processed American cheese, but for me in a breakfast sandwich, this is a must. It's just not a breakfast sandwich without a slice of American cheese. So you can use any kind of cheese you want, but this is my guilty pleasure. Next up, we've got our Light Life Smoky Tempeh. It's kind of like a fake-in bacon product. And this is my favorite thing. I'm usually not that big of a fan of fake meats. But the ingredient list on this is absolutely amazing. It's all ingredients that you would recognize, no crazy chemicals or anything like that. So I really love this product, and it's packed with protein and fiber. So you should go get yourself one of these at Wegmans. And the best thing is that you don't need to cook it. So bacon always gets messy, gets grease everywhere. You have to spend time cooking it. Not so with the smoky tempeh. And finally, we have an avocado, which of course is going to give us our healthy fats. So let's get cooking. You guys are going to love how quickly this sandwich comes together. First up, I'm just going to throw my English muffin into the toaster. That's going to toast for about 2 minutes. And while that's going, I'm going to prepare my eggs and everything else. So we're just going to spray the mug with a little bit of cooking spray and then crack both of our eggs into the mug. And at this point, you can add a little splash of milk, a little bit of salt and pepper. Personally, I don't think the milk really adds anything, and I'm going to douse it in hot sauce. So I don't have any need for extra salt in these. So we're just going to scramble it up. And then we're going to throw it into the microwave for 90 seconds. All right, while that's going, I'm going to cut up my avocado. So we are only going to use half of the avocado today. Hopefully this one's good. You never know, right? It's a gamble. Okay, not so bad. Pretty green, pretty bright. So what I do is I just slice it lengthwise while it's in the shell. And then when I'm ready to put it on the sandwich, I'm going to scoop it out. I'm also going to open up my cheese. Sometimes I do also like to use cheddar, but American's my favorite. All right, and now I'm ready to assemble as soon as my English muffin comes out of the oven. So let's talk a little bit about numbers. How much protein, fiber, and fat is actually in this sandwich? We'll start with our protein. So we've got 2 eggs coming in at 12 grams, a slice of cheese, which is going to bring 3 grams. Our muffin brings 5 grams, and I always like to point that out because a lot of people don't think of grains as a protein-rich food, but they are pretty protein-rich, even more so than the cheese. Our avocado is going to provide 2 grams, which is pretty awesome. And our 1 slice of smoky tempeh is going to give us 3 grams. So that's a total of 25 grams of protein just in this one sandwich. So my muffin and my egg are done. I'm gonna go grab those. And let's assemble. Okay, so I got my muffin here. I like to put the cheese right on top of the muffin so that when I put the egg on top, it gets nice and melted. Oh guys, this patty came out perfect. It's so fluffy and thick. Boom. Guys, you can't tell me that doesn't look way better than a McDonald's Egg McMuffin. All right, next, I'm gonna do my hot sauce. Like I said, I am pretty liberal with the hot sauce. And I'm gonna put my bacon and my spinach. Boom, guys, it's getting so tall. And finally, it's getting so tall, it won't even stay. All right, finally, I'm gonna put my avocado. So I'm just gonna scoop out my slices. And then I'm gonna kind of fan them out with my hand as I lay it right on top of my sandwich. How deluxe is this? This is the best breakfast sandwich you will ever eat. Look how freaking tall it is. That is amazing. We already talked about how protein packed it is. Let's talk about fiber. So the muffin has 3 grams because it is a whole wheat, 100% whole wheat English muffin. I like the Thomas brand. Our avocado, half of an avocado, has anywhere from 7 to 9 grams of fiber. That's about all of the fiber that you need in one meal. So obviously in our breakfast sandwich, we are going above and beyond. Our tempeh is going to provide 1 gram of fiber, and our spinach, because let's be real, I only put a couple leaves on there, is only going to provide about 1 gram. So that's a total of 11 grams of fiber, which is amazing. That's more fiber than you need in a whole meal for a woman, and it's just a little bit more than all the fiber you would need for a man. And lastly, we got our fat. So our avocado is providing most of our healthy fats. There is a little bit of fat in the cheese and the egg, but those are mostly saturated fats. So what we want to focus on is the healthy fat in the avocado, and there is 18 grams of monounsaturated and polyunsaturated heart-healthy fat just in half of our avocado alone. So that is that. This is our amazing breakfast sandwich. You guys can see how quickly it came together, and it tastes absolutely amazing. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you have an amazing New Year. Bye.